Hello everyone, we're in section 2.3 and we're going to find some equations of lines. So we're going to look at the forms of lines first really briefly. There's the general form here, which is ax plus by equals c. You've got point slope, which is here. It's a good name for it. This is when you have the slope m and you have a point. It's y minus y1 equals the slope parenthesis x minus x1, and you have the slope-intercept form. And this is the one we're really going to focus on. This is the best one in my opinion, and that's y equals mx plus b. So we're going to look at a couple examples of how to get equations of lines. So here's our first one. Okay, so let's find the equation of line passing through these 2 points, the point 3, 2 and the point 5, minus 4. So first of all, I'm going to call this the first point, so I'm going to call this x1 and y1. And I'm going to call this the second point, so x2 and y2. y2 here. Number one, first thing is we're going to find the slope. Remember, slope is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Change in y over change in x. This is rise over run. So let's see, I've got minus 4 minus my y1 value over x2, which is 5, minus x1, which is 3. This looks like minus 6 over 2, which is minus 1/3. Now we're going to start with point slope. And then we're going to work from there. So let's see, point slope. That's y minus y1 equals the slope, parenthesis x, minus x1. So I've got everything I need. I've got the slope, and I've got a couple points. It doesn't matter which one you use, but you got to pick one. So I'm going to pick the easier looking point, which is that one. We got y minus y1, which is 2, equals our slope, parenthesis x minus x1. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make some more space here. I'm going to put this in slope-intercept form. So now, because usually it asks you for that, so I'm going to put this into slope-intercept. Okay, I'm going to distribute the minus 3 in. So I got y minus 2 equals minus 3x plus 9. One more step, move the 2 over, and we have our equation. Minus 3x plus 11. And both points should work in here. So here we can see the slope is still minus 3. And the slope-intercept, it's nice, this gives you that y-intercept. So here we have a y-intercept of 0, 11. Alright, let's take a look at another one. Okay, so find the equation of line that is parallel to 2x plus y equals 6 and passes through the point 2, minus 3 in slope-intercept form. Alright, so here we've got a point already. We're already set we have a point. And now I'm going to take this information right here to give me the slope. So I want something that's parallel to 2x plus y equals 6. That's the goal. So the first thing is I need the slope out of this line. So the easiest way to do that is to put this line into slope-intercept form. So move the 2x over. Y equals minus 2x plus 6. The slope of this line is minus 2. So the slope we want, since they're parallel, remember parallel lines have the same slope, is minus 2. And now same thing. I'm going to go point slope. So y minus y1 equals, remember using this point right here and this slope. That's our slope, parenthesis x minus x1. Here's a double negative, so this is y plus 3 equals, here we're going to distribute minus 2x plus 4, minus 3 both sides, and y equals minus 2x plus 1. And that is our answer, slope-intercept form. This line is parallel to this line, and it passes through this point. If I check this real quick, minus 2 times 2 is minus 4, and minus 4 plus 1 is minus 3. Right, let's take a look at one more like that. Okay, this one is similar. So find the equation of a line that's perpendicular to this and passes through this point. We want it again in slope-intercept form. So first I'm going to take this equation and I'm going to find the slope. Because I know I need either 2 points or I need a point and a slope to get an equation of a line. So I've got x plus 3y equals 6. I'm going to move the x over. I'm going to solve this guy for y. So x plus 6. Divide everything by 3. The y equals minus 1/3 x plus 2. So the slope of this line is minus 1/3. Remember, with perpendicular lines, the whole deal with them is their slopes are negative reciprocals. So the slope we want is the negative reciprocal of this guy. So two things, opposite sign and flip. So here this is negative, so the slope we want is positive 3. Now I'm deciding we're going to do point slope again. So I got y minus y1 equals the slope x minus x1. Again, this is x1 and y1. Double negative, y plus 2. Distribute 3x minus 3, and then solve for y, because that'll put it in slope-intercept form. So y equals 3x minus 5. Does this point work in this line? Well, 3 times 1 is 3. 3 minus 5 is minus 2. Yep. And these two lines are perpendicular because their slopes are negative reciprocals. Alright, that should be enough to get you through the line stuff. Remember, slopes are very, very important, and most questions want you to put the answer in slope-intercept form. And that'll do it.